Before we begin with designing logic in PLC and playing with WinCC for HMI, let's get some idea about few important concepts. So let's get started. The concepts or topics laid down here will give you a beginner level idea on how you can smoothly understand your PLC and in some extent the hardware which you are going to configure. As you can see on the screen, these are the 4 important prerequisites required to dive into programming. The first topic we will cover is about difference between momentary push buttons and toggle switches. The second topic we will cover about is memory mapping. The third topic we will cover will be addressing formats. Here our concentration will be on digital as well as analog. I mean in terms of addressing. Then last we will see the type of PLC inputs and outputs. Let's start with the first topic. As we can see, generally we have 2 types of switches. First one, momentary push buttons. Second one, toggle switches. These 2 switches are used widely in the industry. Apart from this, there are many other types of switches, of which we will talk about in future classes. However, here our major concentration will be around momentary push buttons and toggle switches. The momentary push buttons only help to close the circuit until unless you press and hold them. Otherwise, it will break the circuit. In case of toggle switch, once the state of lever is changed or toggled, it remains in the state unless again it is toggled by some external force. As you can see from the slide, the green color switch represents as NO switch and the red color switch represents NC switch. And at the right side of the screen you can see a toggle switch which has a lever, and mostly an on or off state would be mentioned over the switch, otherwise it won't be. However, as an engineer, it would be a best practice to understand before playing around the switches. Now we know there are 2 general types of switches, that is momentary type of switch, push buttons and toggle switches. Let's spend some time to understand the working of push buttons. As of now in this slide, you can see the general working of a NO momentary push button. Here we will see how a push button NO type makes and breaks the circuit. When it is acted upon by some external force, as you can see from the arrow, it allows the current to flow, resulting excitation of the output. And when the force is released, denoted by the arrow, due to the virtue of the spring action present inside the button, it breaks the loop, resulting cutting down the supply. Now this is the general working of a NO momentary push buttons. Now let's jump to the next slide. Here the operation of NO momentary push button is represented with the help of a corresponding PLC logic. Now remember, this may alter while you are or while we are trying to program. However, the idea remains the same. As observed previously, we can see corresponding operation happening inside a PLC with simple ladder diagram logic. When button is pressed, corresponding bit in the PLC is energized. This activates the output as observed by the operation. However, when the button is released, the corresponding output in the PLC is also de-energized. In this way, we can try to understand at least how my logic will be working based on the physical scenario. Now, as we have seen previously NO switch, let's try to see and understand how an NC switch works. As you can see from the slide, the output is high at initial stage. However, when the button is pressed, due to the virtue of the spring present inside the button, it breaks the circuit, resulting in blocking the flow of supply. Before moving further, I would like to draw your attention to a point, which is about NO and NC switch operation. Here, I would like to draw your attention to a point, which is the NO and NC operation can be switched irrespective of the color. So before wiring, it is highly recommended that you confirm it's working. Do not just simply think that if it's a green button, then it will act as NO switch only. Or if it is a red color button, it will act as NC switch only. That operation can be easily altered. And this observation is applicable for industrial switches, and only if you want to be cautious, which is highly recommended in this area. After playing around with push buttons, let's dive for toggle switches. The operation here is same as expected. The toggle switch does not have any spring action involved to bring the lever to its original position. That is why it requires an external force to change its state. As you can see in the slide, the blue arrow, when you push the lever of the toggle switch, its state changes. Now this stage is dependent on how you have wired it. It may be either used for making the circuit or breaking the circuit. As you have observed, when the lever was pushed, the circuit closed, allowing the current to flow and thus energizing our output. However, again, if we push the lever again, as you can see from the arrow, the circuit opens. There are many more types of switches available and are used as per the requirements. You may use online or internet resources to get more idea about these other type of buttons. However, for this training purpose, as of now, this information laid is more than sufficient enough to go ahead. With this, I conclude this session. Thank you for watching and joining Quench Curiosity. My name is Hari and I will be seeing you for the next session.